You're listening to the Chic Code Podcast with Wirda Alyssa and Sophia Arissa. All things chic, candid, and comedy. Hey girlies, welcome back to another episode of the Chic Code Podcast, and this episode is proudly brought to you by La Roche-Posay. Korang nak nampak chic and confident setiap hari? Semuanya bermula dengan kulit yang sihat. Therefore, kita bawakan special dermatological skincare brand yang terbaik untuk korang. La Roche-Posay. Daripada masalah jerawat, penuaan, dark spot, sampailah untuk kuatkan skin barrier, La Roche-Posay ada solusi yang selamat untuk semua jenis kulit, termasuk kulit sensitif. No more hiding, inilah masanya untuk korang flex kulit yang sihat. Khas untuk penonton TCC, gunakan kod LARO TCC dekat official stores La Roche-Posay di Shopee Malaysia, TikTok Shop Malaysia or Shopee Singapore untuk dapatkan 20% off with no minimum spend. Ingat guys, jangan percaya produk Saswe, percayalah La Roche-Posay. Yay, thank you so much La Roche-Posay for powering our episodes. So jangan lupa tahu untuk gunakan kod kita LAROTCC. Ada yang kita punya listeners yang dah gunakan kod LAROTCC. Komen dekat bawah, dekat comment section.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes. You guys also comment what's your favorite La Roche-Posay products down below. So as you can see on our table, we have the Mela B3 serum. This is perfect if you are trying to fade out your acne marks or
and
scars.
Yes, correct.
Yes, correct. And also the one here, the sunscreen. Of course, SPF is very important. It's not about, I nak pakai SPF pasal I nak kulit cerah. Bukan. Even untuk kulit sawo mata macam kita, yang kita not interested untuk putihkan kulit kita, tapi kita pakai sunscreen untuk protect from the harmful UV rays.
Ya, betul.
Okay, that is very harmful because that can cause skin cancer.
Ya, betul.
Yep.
And then also wrinkles kan, dark spots,
correct,
pigmentation, ini semua caused by UV rays.
Yes, correct. So macam, of course, the millennials to the Gen Zs, our 40-year-old self will thank us.
Yes.
And as you can see, like the 40-year-old currently, they look so good for their age. You know, compared to macam the boomer era lah kan. Pasal macam like, dorang not really macam educated about skincare. But sekarang aku tengok the 40-year-old, which thank God, because aku tak takut untuk tua. Because I know like, you can actually maintain it by protecting your skin with like sunscreen,
of course,
and all that stuff, right? And also we have the vitamin C. I kept raving about La Roche-Posay punya vitamin C because this, and you pakai this, is so good. Like macam, I don't know kalau you guys yang tak pernah try vitamin C, what are you guys waiting for? Because this will literally brighten up your face.
Yes.
And this will also help to fade skincare, fade skincare pula.
Acne marks. Yeah, aku pakai ni a lot for aku punya post acne marks.
Correct.
And memang sangat-sangat berhasil guys. And berkesan. And also ini ada pack reduce acne marks dengan blackheads, where they include Everclear Purifying Foaming Gel. Banyak orang suka gila this cleanser. Dulu pun time aku ada acne, aku pun pakai juga. Because it's 100% agreed gentle on skin. Sebab kita yang ada acne ni, tak boleh pakai any sembarang-sembarang punya cleanser. Because sometimes it strips off the moisture from your face. And itu yang buat kulit kau kering and produce more oil. And in return, keluar lagi acne.
That's correct.
Yeah, so you need a proper cleanser. This is a very good one untuk balance out the pH of your skin.
Wow.
Tried and tested. I love that.
Sound like a dermatologist, man.
Well, man.
Damn, son.
I went through a lot of my skin, girl.
You know shit, bro.
Then lepas tu dalam pack ni juga ada Everclear serum. Okay. Kak Eva. Shout out Kak Eva. Tahu aku nampak ni maksud ingat Kak Eva. Everclear serum. Okay, so ini pun anti-acne juga. Dia ada triple acid complex untuk reduce imperfections dengan ada micro exfoliates untuk smoothen the skin surface. And kita pula skin yang ada acne ni tak boleh sembarang-sembarang exfoliate-nya. Tak boleh, because when you do that, it will strips off the moisture from your face, and lepas tu kau akan get dry skin, and lepas tu kau akan tubuh lagi banyak acne.
Betul.
So ini pun tolong untuk unclog the pores lah. So cuba pack ini because guarantee reduce acne, acne marks dan blackheads. Yeah, you have to be very gentle on your skin sebab macam aku tak well versed sangat last time. I use too much acids and strong products ingredients on my skin. Lepas tu skin aku sekarang jadi dry AF. So sekarang ni aku pula nak kena kasih a lot of moisture back to my skin.
Betul.
Yep.
Okay, hari ni kita nak buat
Chic news. Alright, apakah news pada hari ini? Let's see. Chic news. Recent news.
Ada ni guys.
Ya.
Helper jail
ini.
for
Ceritakan.
stealing $217,000 from Singapore's family safe after over 4 years.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. She used the proceeds to buy condo units, cars and farmland in the Philippines. So
over 4 years
over 4 years.
$200,000+.
Yeah. 47-year-old Raguindin Alma Basik was sentenced to 3 years and 2 months jail on July 17 after she pleaded guilty to 2 counts of theft by a servant.
Okay.
So she was hired in March 2016.
Yeah.
So Ragu ni worked for a family of 4 for over 10 years
Wow.
10 years
Kira kau punya macam
Kau percaya
kau
dia
dah percaya dah macam family lah kira.
Dah macam family lah Syul. Decade lah orang cakap decade.
10 years is a long time, Syah.
She was responsible for the household chores, giving her unrestricted access to all the rooms in the family's landed property.
Unlimited access tu lah. Sampai pecah mana.
Damn, pecah mana is the word. In 2022, si Raguni found the keys to a safe in her employer's bedroom. Inside, she found currencies and jewellery, which she proceeded to steal over 4 years. Aku rasa first dia start sikit-sikit dulu, bro.
Yeah. Dia start sikit dulu.
Dia start sikit-sikit dulu. These pieces were among the $77,000 worth of jewellery that was stolen, which include pieces from Van Cleef, Bulgari, as well as gold, jade and silver items. And the most expensive item she stole was a princess cut diamond jewellery set worth $18,000.
Astaghfirullahalazim.
Dia dah bela ciao kat rumah.
Syah. Wait, aku curious. Over 4 years, takkan employer dia tak perasan? Bella ciao babe nanti.
Ragu brought the stolen cash and jewelry with her whenever she returned to the Philippines. So she converted the cash into pesos, Philippine pesos, while the jewelry was sold, pawned or kept at her home. So Raguni used the ill-gotten proceeds to buy luxury goods like these 2 vehicles above. So dia beli macam
Mitsubishi
electric.
Mitsubishi electric aircon. Mitsubishi electric Star Max aircon. Mitsubishi punya SUV lah dia beli. 2 biji SUV dia beli.
Hello, she also bought condominium units and farmland in the Philippines. Over time, the employer started noticing there were items missing from the safe.
Yelah, it's a safe what?
But not safe.
Aku pun ragu-ragu kan dia ni. Kita ragu kan.
In May 2026, recent
Oh my God.
she installed a motion sensor camera in her bedroom. It alerted her 2 days later. Ragu was seen opening the safe and removing the items, prompting the employee to lodge a police report that evening. When Ragu was arrested the next day, This was the amount of foreign currency that police found on her.
Damn, Sean. Ada duit apa, babe? US dollars semua ada?
Turkey ada, duit Turkey, US ada, Korea ada,
Ya Allah.
Toto punya receipt pun ada.
Dah naik sedap, kau tahu tak?
Dah naik sedap,
Dah
dah naik sedap, yes. Staggering was a word that District Judge Ku Chi Xuan used in court to describe the total amount stolen. Shame on you, Alma, shouted the employer when she saw Raghu via video link in court. Video link?
Oh,
So where is she?
dah kena tangkap mah. So macam video, yang video link kan, kau tahu?
So the employer said that some of the stolen jewelry had significant sentimental value, including pieces inherited from the mother-in-law during her wedding.
Ya Allah.
Through an interpreter, Raghu said she had nothing left.
Gambar dia pula.
Gambar pocket empty.
Dah tak ada. Tak payahlah nak tunjuk gambar gitu. Had nothing
The
left.
prosecution said it would not seek compensation order but would consider a separate confiscation order to help the victim.
Ya Allah, banyaknya harta dia kena curi.
Banyak
Tak boleh dapat balik. Dia dah gadai dah.
Suruh dia jual lah tu kondo.
Kan?
Jual kereta, bayar aku balik lah.
No, but the thing is, it's all sentimental values.
Correct.
Princess cut diamond semua.
Yeah, really like a heist
Sia. What the heck? Berani siang kau. Lepas tu dah okay lah. Then lepas tu dah tak boleh. Like, how are you going to get back all these items? You cannot really what?
Yeah.
Aiyo. $217,000 is a lot of money.
It's a lot.
Muka dia terpampang dekat Mothership, guys. Korang boleh tengok mothership.sg. Mothership SG. Korang pergi tengok muka dia kat situ.
Okay. Guys, another one.
Yeah.
Berita terkini.
Yeah.
Indonesian syndicate members that traffic babies to Singapore get up to 7 years jail.
7 years only?
Yeah. So ada syndicate jual baby, guys.
Astaghfirullahalazim.
I feel for the macam couples yang macam diorang nak sangat kan. Like macam then tak boleh. Then they...
Because adoption is a very
But I
long
thought...
process.
Yes, I thought adoption is a very long process. So you can... Because the customers are Singaporeans, you know. So how do you do that?
Means this one is not the official adoption. This one is...
Yeah, under table. But you
under
cannot just
table.
bring it over to Singapore, what? Kau faham tak? Let's say aku place the order.
Yeah.
Aku collect that baby from Indonesia.
Faham?
How do I bring it to Singapore?
You need passport, what?
Yeah.
Okay, see how... What they do?
So on July 21st, an Indonesian court convicted 18 women and 1 man for trafficking infants. The syndicate sold at least 34 babies between 2022 and 2025. Some of the infants were sold in Singapore for thousands of dollars under the guise of adoption.
Okay.
Sebab tu aku macam mana? Because in Singapore, kau nak adopt baby, it's not easy, you know.
Yeah, correct.
It's not easy. You have to go through paperwork, and then macam orang government akan macam buat background check on you.
Screen kau.
Kau dia kena tengok rumah kau. Kau punya gaji, payslip semua.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Betul.
So the mastermind behind the ring, 70-year-old Lee Shu Luan, also known as Lily, was sentenced to 7 years in prison. In court documents seen by CNA, Lily previously confessed to trafficking at least 12 babies to Singapore, pricing each child between $17,000 and $21,600.
Oh my God.
So 4 other key members received 6 years and 7 months in prison, which is Astri Fitrinika, 26 tahun, Jaka Hamdani, 35 tahun.
Okay.
So dia job scope dia recruited infants from birth parents. And Lai Shu Hua, 60, forged legal documents to obscure babies' origins. And Eileen Marlina, they assisted with baby recruitment. 14 other minor accomplices received 3 years and 4 months each. Syndicate members scored social media and online adoption groups to find struggling parents willing to give up their newborns, mainly in West Java. Recruiters offered parents between 9 million and 15 million rupiah, so it's around $740, $740 to $1,230 in exchange for their newborns. So for struggling families, it's a lot lah for them.
Yeah, correct.
So once acquired, the infants were kept in safe houses across Bandung, Jakarta and Pontianak. The syndicate also forged birth certificates and listed accomplices as fake parents. So these forged documents enable the infants to obtain passports and for Singaporean adoption papers to be processed. 5 of the defendants falsely posed as parents during video calls with prospective adopters.
Oh, so documents are semua forged.
Yeah. Lily said she was first approached in 2022 by a contact named John.
Okay.
He claimed a Singaporean couple wanted to adopt a child from Indonesia. She found a couple struggling to pay for child's delivery and paid them 58 million rupiah, which is 3,200, for hospital bills in exchange for their child. She pocketed an estimated profit of $2,000 to $3,000 per deal. Banyak. Indonesian police dismantled the ring in July 2025 following coordinated raids around 3 cities. So 8 babies were rescued during the arrest and placed under the care of West Java Social Service Agency. Prosecutors noted that adoption agents in Singapore remain unidentified and investigations into the fates of babies sent to Singapore are ongoing. Sentences were lower than the 10-year term prosecutors sought for the main ringleaders. So Lily's lawyer noted she accepted the verdict, suggesting her truthfulness during proceedings influenced lighter ruling. So speaking to CNA, experts highlighted that extreme poverty drives the baby trade in Indonesia. Many mothers in Indonesia face financial strain, lack of prenatal care and social stigma around unplanned pregnancies. It is worsened by strong social stigma around abortion and a lack of understanding about legal adoption processes.
Actually, kesian tau.
Yeah.
The root of the problem is actually very, very kesian because they can't afford to jaga the baby. But they got pregnant and then they were like, it's okay, I'd rather have this baby, macam I'd rather get a better life for this baby. Tak apa, aku get the money, Jadi anak aku boleh hidup senang, that kind. So, tapi it's technically still trafficking lah.
Yeah, it's trafficking.
Yeah, tapi kesian, the root of the problem tu kesian.
Correct.
Yeah. Habis dekat Singapore pula banyak orang want to adopt and it's not an easy process here in Singapore. Jadi macam tu lah. Cerita apa ni? Oh my god.
This is 2 days ago.
Okay. Ini SAF captain, 26 years old, charged with possession of sexually explicit child abuse materials. Captain bro.
Child abuse materials. That's wild, bro.
A 26-year-old Singapore Armed Forces SAF captain was charged in court on July 15 for possessing sexually explicit child abuse materials and obscene films. According to charge sheets, the captain, ada nama dia guys, Dylan Yoon Curtin, had at least 8 sexually explicit child abuse materials and 20 obscene films. Child abuse materials ni
Child tu lah, babe.
Astaghfirullahalazim. And sorry, can I clarify? Captain is pangkat apa? Tinggi kan? Officer.
Means?
Dah explain lagi. Oh, dia atas sarjan. Officer.
Paling bawah is?
Recruit Pereira. Itu paling bawah. I'm coming. Okay, pasal umur dia baru 26. Jadi, okay, what the heck? He is accused of committing the offences in a Geylang East flat on August 21st, 2025.
Macam polis tahu
Itulah kan.
Macam polis tahu?
Aku rasa background check.
That's good.
Kan? Maybe tengok or maybe someone reported, I don't know, okay? Court documents did not disclose if the sexually explicit child abuse materials were pictures or videos. Court tak cakap, okay? In response to Mothership's queries, a Ministry of Defence spokesperson said that Ministry is aware of Yoon's charges and that he has been suspended from all duties. The SAF holds its service personnel to high standards of discipline and integrity. Service personnel found to have committed offences will be dealt with in accordance with the law, its spokesperson said. So dia gini, dia just jangan harap, macam don't expect that, you know, people from SAF ke, people from SPF ke, dorang pun buat benda-benda macam ni juga. It's always in the news. It's so scary. Yeah. Kau masih pakai Facebook? Habis, aku masih pakai Facebook. Aku suka share news dekat Facebook.
Kau kan makcik.
I love to share articles on Facebook. Kau tengok aku share pasal drugs lah, pasal brain development lah. Ini babe, ini. Boleh tak aku baca ini? Yang pasal ni, kau tahu? Dia post himself as a woman.
What the hell?
It's
okay.
in Singapore. Okay, aku akan baca this whole shit for you guys because when I read this, I was mind blown. Okay, jail and caning for ex-police officer who posed as a woman to molest teen boy and film others. This is happening in Singapore, guys, by the way. An ex-police officer who disguised himself as a woman to sexually prey on teenage boys was sentenced on Friday, May 29th to 3 years of jail and 4 strokes of the cane. Just like 3 years of jail, je, babe. While dressed in a dress and a headscarf, Sharizal Shafi'i, 40 years old, approached 3 boys asking them to help to adjust his bra. The first 2 declined. The third agreed, believing that Sharizal was genuinely a woman in need of assistance, but was later molested by him. Sharizal was a police officer at the time of the offences, but has since lost his job. He earlier pleaded guilty to 5 charges, all involving sexual offences against 3 teen boys then aged 15 years old. And these are for procuring the commission of obscene acts, molest and producing child abuse material by recording 2 of the teens in sexual acts. Another 10 charges of a similar nature were taken into consideration for sentencing. These include 1 amalgamated charge of voyeurism, as he had recorded videos of 32 men engaged in sexual acts for around 6 months. Sick, bro. His victims cannot be named due to a gag order protecting their identities. Okay, so ini yang dia bila dia jadi perempuan tu. On April 18th, 2024, Sharizal left his flat wearing a long blue dress and a brown headscarf and makeup. He went to the back gate of a secondary school where he approached a 14-year-old boy. Babe, dia siap pakai tudung, babe.
Ya Allah.
Pakai dress, jubah, aku rasa, blue dress, brown headscarf dengan makeup, babe.
Sekejap, can I see his face again?
Ni.
Son.
Yes. Okay. Lepas tu dia approach a 14-year-old boy and claiming that he needed help adjusting his bra. He asked the boy to follow him. Kira apa? Dek, tolong dek. Tolong dek, cik punya coli ni terlepas. Macam mana tu?
Ya.
Boleh pula kau pakai coli.
Nak umpan lah.
Nak umpan, lepas tu umpan dengan coli. Tolong cik anukan coli.
Kan budak pasal macam
Apa hal kau nak aku adjustkan coli kau?
The fuck bro. Kan kalau
budak sekarang kan. Alright, so he asked the boy to follow him. And then when the boy declined, Sharizal approached another youth, then aged 18 years old. This boy also declined to help him. Dia tak nak lah aku. Nak adjust bra kau dah kenapa?
Kita yang perempuan ni tak pernah suruh orang tolong. Kau pergi toilet Asya.
Asya. Bodoh. About 10 minutes later, Sharizal approached a third teen, a 15-year-old boy who agreed to help, believing Sharizal was a woman in need of assistance. So dia ikutlah si Sharizal ni. Okay, pergi dekat a nearby staircase landing where Sharizal gave him instructions on how to help. Okay, dek. Okay. Hook ada 3. Ambil yang last. Cik punya hook terlepas ni. Dek, tolonglah cik. Ambil yang last hook ni. Dek cangkuk. Cangkuk. Kepala otak kau lah, Syarizal.
Kelakar. I mean kelakar pasal kau act
This
Tapi
situation
this
tak
is not
kelakar.
funny.
This is not funny. Okay, ni pasal aku reenact
It's
sebab
really penyangap.
aku tak tahu
Sabar.
macam sabar. Kau sabar.
Sabar. Kasih tu cakap dulu. Nanti
Dia dengan Mr. Manager tadi.
Mm-mm.
Dah cakap belum? Dia cakap sial.
Continue.
Okay.
By the
Ad
way,
break
this
episode
episode ini ditaja khas oleh La Roche-Posay.
Yeah. Okay, kita sambung cerita ni. Alright. So, dia kasih instructions on how to help as the teen stood behind Syarizal and tried to follow his instructions.
Yelah, baiklah.
Baik hati budak
Baik
ni. Nak tolong. Okay. He molested him. The teen filed a police report later that day, and Syarizal was tracked down and arrested on April 28th, 2024. So it took 10 days lah untuk jumpa ni Syarizal. It happened on April 18, kena arrested on April 28. A forensic terlepas pula. Okay, a forensic examination of Syarizal's mobile phone uncovered numerous obscene voyeuristic videos. One video, more than 12 minutes long, captured a then 15-year-old boy in a sexual act with his face clearly shown. Astaghfirullahalazim. Okay. Also, another thing that he did, he was engaged in video calls with victims as a woman. Syarizal admitted that he had recorded this video without the victim's consent on July 31st, 2023. He had met the teen on social media application and pretended to be a woman called Lisa. While disguised as a woman, he tricked the teen into committing sexual acts in a video call while pretending to be engaged in sexual act himself. He then used the screen recording function of his device to record the victim, who remained unaware that he was being filmed. Syarizal kept the video for his own viewing and did not circulate it. The police found 3 other videos between 2 and 6 minutes long of another victim on April 18th, 2024. This victim, then 15 years old, was also engaged in a sexual act and clearly unidentifiable. Syarizal had used the same modus operandi to trick this teen. The prosecution urged the court to sentence Syarizal to between 36 and 39 months of jail and 6 to 8 strokes of the cane. Deputy Public Prosecutor Sheldon Lim said that in his submissions that there was an extremely high degree of sexual exploitation. The victim, who was vulnerable by the virtue of his young age, naively believed the lies and falsehood peddled to him by the accused, said Mr. Lim. He noted that Syarizal had posed as a woman in need of help to lure the boy to a secluded staircase landing, and the offence was clearly premeditated. From the statement of facts, it is clear that the accused, who had left his house in disguise, had targeted young male individuals with pre-planned routine. Yelah, dia dah intention, kau tahu tak? Dah pakai baju biru, dah pakai tudung, pakai makeup semua untuk lure all these young boys. Sick. Syarizal's lawyer, ada lawyer lagi, Sanjeev Vaswani, sought a jail term of between 22 and 28 months and argued that caning was not warranted. He said that his client's case lacked the aggravating factors that would typically justify caning, including that he had not distributed the obscene material and was not involved in organised crime. The lawyer also cited that his guilty plea and cooperation with the authorities as significant mitigating factors. The accused's personal history strongly supports the conclusion that the present offences are an aberration, the lawyer said. And prior to these offences, he had led a law-abiding life and had no antecedents whatsoever, which indicates that he's not a whatever. Yep, but okay, he also had served in SPF, Singapore Police Force, for 17 years.
Damn, that's long, bro.
17 freaking years and received several awards and commendations, including an award from the Ministry of Home Affairs for his assistance during the Little India riot. That's weird. Yeah.
Boleh saya buat gini.
Pecah sia dia ni. Kau tahu tak? Ni macam dia punya...
Sibeh siasui.
Oh my god, the comments are so funny. Pecah sia perangai kau boy. Ayo. It's sakit kau tahu tak?
Yeah.
And he in particularly attacked the young boys. Ayo. Okay, maybe last 2 news lah before we wrap up.
Gitu ni.
Apa?
Okay.
Okay, kau baca.
Okay. Drunk man, 56, throws chair and glass at girl, 14 years old, in Marsiling coffee shop because she had refused to drink beer with the man.
Astaghfirullahalazim.
He is 56-year-old man, okay? So, according to a Facebook post by the girl's mother, the incident occurred at Food Hub at Marsiling at about 7:10 p.m. on July 15th.
Okay.
So the girl was seated alone at a table when her parents and 2 younger siblings went to order food.
Okay, yeah, normal.
Shortly after, a drunk man from the next table began harassing the girl to drink beer with him.
Astaghfirullahalazim.
When the girl waved her hand to decline, he suddenly grew hostile and hurled vulgarities at her. The mother added that the man threw a glass. Kau tahu glass beer is berat tau. A mother added that the man threw a glass and a chair in her daughter's direction as she moved away in fear.
Ya Allah.
After the girl's father returned to the table, the drunk man escalated the situation by hurling more vulgarities and challenging him to a one-on-one fight.
Apik ni.
Yeah.
Lepas tu?
So, jap, let me read the mother's post, okay?
Okay.
Parents beware. Violent incident at Food Hub at Marsiling 167. What was supposed to be a quiet family dinner yesterday evening turned into a complete nightmare for my family, especially my 14-year-old daughter.
Ya Allah.
My husband and I stepped away for just a moment to order food for our 2 younger children, leaving our eldest daughter at our table at Food Hub. Out of nowhere, an intoxicated man from the next table began harassing her, even pressuring her to drink beer with him. When she politely declined with a wave of her hand, he suddenly became hostile and hurling vulgarities at her. So terrified, my daughter immediately stood up and walked away.
Yeah.
Shockingly, as she tried to retreat, he violently threw a glass cup and a chair in her direction. Thankfully, she was not hurt by the shattered glass.
Oh my goodness.
What the hell? When my husband came to the table, this man did not back down. Instead, he escalated the situation, hurling even more vulgarities at my husband and aggressively challenging him to a one-on-one fight right there in the middle of the coffee shop.
Astaghfirullah.
My daughter was left absolutely terrified. A 14-year-old child should be able to sit in a neighborhood eatery without fearing for her physical safety.
Yeah.
And families shouldn't have to deal with the drunkard brawlers.
Yeah.
What makes my blood boil is that the staff told us that this uncle is known to be regular there. And this is allegedly not his first time causing trouble. Then ban him.
Yeah, exactly. Call the police or something. What the heck?
Ban him from ordering minuman keras because he cannot drink.
Yeah.
Because when he drinks, he turns into a crazy drunkard man. So why is the management Battling Holdings Private Limited turning a blind eye and allowing this man to endanger families and children?
Yeah.
A police report has been made and investigations are ongoing. I've also written a formal complaint to management and CC'd our MPs to urgently look into the lack of security and safety measures at this location. Please be vigilant if you are dining at Block 167 Woodland Street 11 with your kids. No family should have gone through this. Please share to spread awareness. Yeah. So, the man identified as Xie Qian Zhong was charged in court for criminal intimidation.
What the heck? It's just a neighborhood coffee shop. Everyone should feel safe eating there, what?
Correct. Comments were like, this issue is deeper than just asking a child to drink.
Yeah.
A 56-year-old man thinking it was okay to demand that the 14-year-old girl sit and drink with him, then flying into rage, tells you why we women have to fear men ourselves and our kids when we are outside.
Yeah.
First, private hire drivers asking inappropriate questions, and now this.
What the heck?
Yeah. So
So
the coffee
scary.
shop knew of this guy's behavior, yet chose to sell till he is that drunk. Enabler. I mean, a drink or two is okay, but to get to this state regularly with known violence, then surely the shop should have some best practices. Even bars would stop when a customer is too intoxicated, especially if violent. Yeah, that's true. Even on flight, what? Even on flight, when people macam tu, like they would stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Ini kau pentingkan sales kau.
Dah.
And still let him buy and get. Yeah, it should be a practice. What the heck?
Yeah.
Kalau tak anyone else can kena sia at other coffee shop also. Aku sekarang dah takut dah.
Jangan takut, jangan takut.
So
Abang ada.
scary.
Abang ada.
So scary. What the heck?
Yeah.
Ayo.
Then orang macam cakap, stop all alcohol drink in family-friendly places.
Ooh.
Time to change caning age to 80. Now mostly very fit, go gym. Can throw a chair means very fit. So fit for caning.
Ya lah.
Okay. CCTV captures Malaysia student. Okay, jap. This is scary. Malaysia student sniffing schoolmates' shoes. Police arrest him for alleged stalking. Faham
Dia
tak?
dia pergi rumah.
Rumah schoolmate dia kat luar, lepas tu dia ambil kasut yang perempuan tu pakai.
Why would you do that? Pelik.
So Malaysian police arrested a university student in his 20s for allegedly stalking and harassing a fellow schoolmate. The suspect drew attention online after CCTV footage allegedly showing him sniffing the 22-year-old victim's shoes outside her flat went viral. Yeah, so according to the news Straits Times, the victim later lodged a police report saying she had been repeatedly stalked by the same man since April, both on campus and near her home. The suspect has no prior criminal record and tested negative for drugs. Police are still investigating the case.
Oh, this is a stalker. Case stalker.
Stalker and obsessed.
And obsessed. Sampai bau kaki pun buling.
Kan?
Oh, stalking. Banyaknya orang pelik-pelik dalam dunia ni. Guys, please just beware. Please beware and be safe. Every one of you yang tengah dengar ni sekarang.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Aduh, okay. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. This episode is brought to you by La Roche-Posay. Thank you again, guys, for tuning into this episode. And episode ni dibawakan khas oleh La Roche-Posay, our favorite dermatological skincare brand.
Yes. Jangan lupa untuk gunakan kod LAROTCC khas untuk penonton TCC je tahu untuk dapatkan 20% off with no minimum spend. Lagi best, kita orang akan pilih 10 orang pemenang bertuah setiap bulan untuk receive special gifts daripada La Roche-Posay.
So make sure korang beli guna kod LAROTCC dekat official stores La Roche-Posay di Shopee Malaysia, TikTok Shop Malaysia or Shopee Singapore. Ingat guys, jangan percaya produk Saswe, percaya La Roche-Posay. Thank you so much and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.